In this video, I'm going to be talking about films that highlight genocidal moments in history. Obviously, the most popular or the most well-known genocide that happened was in World War II against the Jews by the Nazis. So in this video, I'm going to try and give more genocides that happened in different regions of the world, like Africa and Asia. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and go to watch the films I recommend. Alright, so starting off with Hotel Rwanda. Hotel Rwanda details the 1994 Rwandan genocide, which was mainly, I believe, the Hutus. It was like a conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsi. I believe the Hutus were killing the Tutsi because of, I believe they believed that the Tutsi were like conspiring against them or something like that. You know, some typical African story. But anyway, this film basically covers that genocide. The film is a good film, but it's a pretty sad story. You know, I feel like any story with genocide is just like watch it, you just like wonder like why do people even do this sort of thing, you know? I've watched this film a couple of times, and you know, Rwanda's been in the news recently because now it's actually taking in refugees. So this actually might be a good film to watch given the current political climate. Yeah, I would recommend you guys watching this. If you haven't watched this and you're interested in learning a little bit about genocides that occurred in Africa, not just in Europe. Alright, so the next film I recommend is this one here, Blood Diamond. Now, Blood Diamond is set during the Sierra Leone Civil War. Sierra Leone is a West African nation. Blood Diamond obviously refers to the diamond that Sierra Leone has access to. There was a civil war in Sierra Leone between the government and some insurgent groups, which were allegedly backed by the Liberian government at the time. And there was a lot of like genocidal action that occurred, obviously using child soldiers, just slaughtering of villages, you know, by rebel groups, you know. And this film does a good job in like showcasing some of that occurred, that happened. I know it's like just a fictional story, but it still showcases. Not many people talk about like the genocides that happened in African countries. I feel like it's overlooked. Not that it's overlooked, it's just that sometimes in African countries, genocide and war happens so much. People just kind of just numb to it. Does that make sense? You know, as opposed to like the Holocaust, which was like this one really rare event in Europe. And not to say there hasn't been other genocides, but it was just the scale of it was just so shocking, and people, I guess, paid more attention to it or something. But anyway, yeah, this film is a really good film at highlighting not just the genocide, but also the problems with resources in Africa and how corruption and mistreatment causes a lot of problems, not just in Sierra Leone, but also where I'm from, like Nigeria and stuff. But yeah, I highly recommend watching this film if you're interested in like Sierra Leone and what happened there during the Civil War. So another film that highlights the genocidal moment in history is this film, Life is Beautiful. Now, this film centers around World War II. These people, as you can see, they're Jews who live in Italy. Obviously, Italy was a fascist nation and obviously worked along with Nazi Germany. This film is a really sad film. Like, the main character, the man you can see with the hat, he's so positive during his negative situation, and God, Lyndon really made me feel upset. And like thinking about it now makes me, it really brings him sadness, you know. He basically gets sent to a concentration camp, and he's basically trying to like shield his son, so his son doesn't know what's happening. If you're interested in like watching like understanding like the Holocaust and stuff like that, yeah, I recommend watching this film. This is more like on the comedic side of things, but it's still pretty sad to watch. But I highly recommend watching this film if you want to understand like the Holocaust and different people's perspective. Most films on the Holocaust are like really dark and sad. This has elements of humor in it, but it's still pretty sad. And yeah, I recommend watching this film. So this is another film about the Holocaust and World War II and the Nazi. This film defines is basically set around Eastern Europe, and basically, the Nazis were killing Jews in Eastern Europe, but some people decided to fight back and resist and try to survive in the forest, and this is what this film is about. It still highlights how the Nazis hunted Jews, but it highlights some people who fought back, I guess, who resisted and tried to find a way to survive during this chaos. This film has a different perspective on World War II, I would say. It's got Daniel Craig in it. It's a well-known actor. There's a lot of well-known actors in this film. And it's a good film to watch. If you just, it's a good film to watch. It's got good action scenes, and yeah. Right, so now moving on away from like World War II films, there are lots of World War II films on the Holocaust. That's like the most talked about genocide or moment in history, to be honest. Now moving on to Asia, this is based on this film here. First They Killed My Father is based on the Cambodian genocide. Genocide that is talked about quite a bit, but not to the extent of obviously the German war, the one that happened in World War II. This one's been kind of overlooked sometimes, but yeah, in Cambodia there was a genocide, and they have made this film about it, which talks about, which showcases the genocide that happened over there. I'm not really too familiar myself with the whole event of the Cambodian genocide. I still got to like research it and stuff. I don't really like researching it too much because obviously you see like a lot of dead people. I don't like seeing that, but yeah, if you wanna like learn about it, I highly recommend watching this film. I watched this film quite a long time ago, so it's kind of like it's hard for me to remember all the scenes, but I do remember watching it, and it's very informative of what actually happened in that region in Cambodia, if that's what you're interested in. And it's also on Netflix if you want to watch it. So if you have Netflix, yeah, it's easy access for that. Alright, thanks for watching. This is a bit of a sad video. Anytime you're talking about genocide is not really a fun topic, I guess. But these films the films I recommend do a great job in highlighting like genocidal moments in history, in Asia, Europe, Africa. I don't think there's a region in the world that hasn't experienced some form of genocide, or some people who have experienced some form of genocide. It's obviously a very sensitive topic, but I guess films do a great job in like showcasing what happened. It helps you understand a little bit more than like just like a documentary or something. But thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, leave it a like. If you don't like it, don't like it. Yeah, thank you for watching.